What's up guys, and welcome to another video. My name is Michael. Today we're gonna be reviewing Batman Arkham Knight figure by McFarlane Toys, so stay tuned. And we're back, but before we move on, I want to go ahead and remind you guys not to forget, if you're interested in winning this figure, if you want to participate, all you got to do is follow the 3 rules. I'm going to go ahead and post a link to the video where I announced this giveaway. It looks kind of like this, the video. And I'm gonna leave in the description a link where you can click on it and watch it, so that way you can follow the 3 rules. So if you're interested and you would like the opportunity to win this figure, make sure to subscribe here to my channel. Don't forget to activate the notification bell. And number 2, on the original video, make sure you like and comment. If you comment and like on other videos, the chances of winning this figure are higher. So if you want to increase the possibilities of winning this figure, make sure you comment and like other videos, all right? And the 3rd rule is you have to follow me on Instagram. To make it much easier for me, make sure if you write comments, make sure you write me your username from Instagram, so that way I can check on you and make sure that you follow the 3 rules, okay? If I can't confirm any of these, you won't qualify. So make sure, please, to follow the 3 rules to qualify, okay? So anyways, I think this is a really, honestly, I really think this is a really cool figure. And since I found an extra one, I want to go ahead and give this away as a thank you for watching my videos. I would love to give this figure to everyone, but of course, you know guys that this is impossible. So at least this gives you a chance to participate, and who knows, you might be the winner. And one last thing before I forget, I want to go ahead and send a shout out to Jaciel Vera. Jaciel, muchas gracias por tu apoyo, muchas gracias por los comentarios. Aquí desde el canal te mandamos un abrazo fuerte y para adelante, okay? Alright guys, and back to the videos. Now we're gonna go ahead and continue with today's figure, the Batman Arkham Knight. So first impressions, the box, the figure, everything looks nice. This is the standard now for McFarlane, their packaging. So nothing new about the packaging, but I love this packaging. I prefer the box packaging as opposed to just the whole plastic packaging. So very nice. So let's go ahead and take a look at here at the front. So as always, you got the front cutout right here, and also the top and on the sides, the cutout windows. Obviously you can see the figure, and you can see the Multiverse in Batman right here. On the side we see the name of Batman Arkham Knight and Batman. This is based on the video game that came out. I don't remember when the game came out. I believe October 30th, 2020 is when the actual figure came out by McFarlane. So I didn't do my homework, and I don't know the answer to that to you guys. So hopefully whenever I find the answer, I'm gonna post it right here on the side so you guys can see when it came out, okay? Moving to the back here, we have a really cool illustration. This is a trade card or a collectible card that is included. It's interesting because this one is a bigger one, and the one inside the box is the size of a trading card. But I like the fact that if you want to get creative, you can cut this and you can get a bigger little card, which is really nice. And again, you got also some other cards that are included with different figures. So if you like to collect them all, they're showing them right here, so you can find them at the stores. And right here on the other side, not much to see. Batman, the Multiverse logo, and McFarlane Toys logo. At the bottom, nothing interesting, and at the top, nothing interesting that either. And right here it mentions that this has 22 moving parts, so they're advertising that big time now, because we collectors, action figure collectibles, we love posting figures, and that's one thing I'm liking. Now these days, I used to look for the statues where you got this beautiful figure, but when you have an action figure, the possibilities, so many possibilities. So that's big now, and that's why they're always advertising the articulation. So anyways, this is recommended for 12 years and up, and according to their website is 7-inch tall, but we're gonna verify because I think this figure with the ears, I think it's a little bit taller than 7 inches. So Let's find out. Hey guys, thank you so much for visiting my channel. I want to ask you for a small little favor. If you can do me a favor and like and comment on this video, it actually helps me a lot with the YouTube algorithm. So if you want to help me grow this channel, that's all I'm asking. If you can like and comment, and don't forget to subscribe. If you do subscribe, make sure to activate that notification bell so that way you don't miss any of my new videos. Thank you, and back to the video. Alright, and before we get it completely out of the box, I wanted to show you without the glare on the box, the figure. So you can see we got the figure. We have, I guess you can say a total of 5 accessories if you count the trading card and the display base. But you can see that we had the explosive chill, we got the electric charge, and we had the boomerang. And like I mentioned before, we got the display base and the trading card. So if you count them all, I guess you can say 5. If not, you can say it comes with 3 accessories. So I also like what they did with the design on the background. It has that comic book design, which I think is really nice. And then the blue, the contrast with the black, the gray, and the blue, I think it looks really nice overall. So all right, so let's move on. All right, so right here is the trading card. As you can see, we got a really cool pose from Batman. And on the back, we got some biography, a little bit more information about Batman, and also a little bit more about his height, his real name, and all that. And also right here, we have the display base. Nothing out of the ordinary on this basis. They're all the same, except this one has the DC Multiverse logo. Okay, so moving on, right here we have the electrical charge. So we can get that out without breaking it. Here's the electrical charge. Pretty cool. The sculpt looks really nice on this, really nice. It actually looks like the one in the video game. And then moving on to the explosive gel. For those that don't know, and I'm not a big fan of the game, and now that I had this figure, I've been doing some research, and now I want to play the game. So I was looking into these, I guess, armor and the weapons and all that, and this explosive gel is really cool the way it works on the game. So if you haven't seen it, go ahead and look it up because it's really, really cool. So we got that, and then we have the boomerang. We can't have Batman without the boomerang. So right here, pretty cool. Here's an up close. Right here in the middle, there's the Bat logo right there, which is really nice. So overall, it looks really nice, and I like the fact that they did this little cut right here on the edges just to make it look like it's sharp from the edges. So that's not bad at all. And finally, let's get Batman. All right, guys, and here is Batman Arkham Knight. Wow. Let's go ahead and take a closer look at this figure. Look at the details on this figure. It looks amazing. Look at the back, the cape. I'm not sure if I've seen this, maybe on the Spawn's figures, like McFarlane figures, but I'm not used to seeing a cape like this for other manufacturers. So I think they did something really cool. I think they implemented a little bit of Spawn's into the Batman figure, which I think is really nice. So you got a soft plastic right here, or more like a rubber plastic that is flexible, which is really nice. So overall, really nice. Now let's go ahead and measure this figure. In their website, it says 7 inches, but let's go ahead and confirm that. If you can stay standing, Batman, stay right there, please. I'm on TV. Don't make me look bad. All right, there we go. So let's go ahead and measure this figure and see how tall this figure is. So if we measure this figure and we count the Batman ears, we can say 8 inches. So, all right, so let's go ahead and start with my 5 categories. I almost forgot my categories. My 5 categories, and the first one that we're gonna go over is the sculpt. So the one thing that really gets your attention is the details on this figure. So I have to say, amazing job, McFarlane, on the detail. The likeness of the figure, they nailed it. Really, really good job on that. Now, the other thing that if you look at the figure itself, the texture, there's some texture around the outfit. I haven't played the game, so I don't know if that's very accurate, but I'm assuming it is just by looking at some other pictures. You notice that there's some texture within the outfit or the suit, which is really nice on the neck right here, which is it's really nice when these companies, they pay attention to detail and when they make it happen where it works and it looks good. So overall, really nice on that. Again, the cape, I think this is really unique. It gives a different tone to this figure, which I really like about it. It almost gives us a little bit of the Spawn tone for this figure, which I like. Now, the cons on this figure has nothing to do with the figure itself. It's the accessory, one of the accessories. So one of the accessories, which is the electrical charge, one of the things that I had a hard time is having Batman hold the weapon. I mean, he can grab on one of the handles right here with no problem, but the bottom part or the back part right here is so thick or wide that his hand will not fit. So I'll look at some of the pictures on the video game and you can see that he does have a grip on that part of the end of the weapon, but right here on this particular weapon, then his hand does not wrap around the handle. So that's one thing that they could have made it a little bit slimmer to make it work. So that's the one thing. Now overall, as far as the sculpt, I have to give it an A. Okay, so A on the sculpt on this figure. Good job, McFarlane. All right, and now moving on, next is gonna be articulations. So we collectors, we love action figures and we love them because we can post them. We can do different things. We can take different pictures, which is really nice. And when you have a statue, you're so limited with what you can do. So that's why we love them. So this one has 22 points of articulation. So one of the things that I wanna point out that I really love about the articulations on this figure is the toes. You can actually move them, which is really nice. You also had double joint on the knee, and also you had double joint on the elbow. To me, these are very important in a figure because it allows you to do a lot of poses. The other thing that I thought it wasn't gonna be, that I was a little bit scared was the head. When I saw this, the neck color piece right here on the back, I thought that was gonna limit the head, but no, you can actually move and pose the head, which is really nice. You can actually look up, you can look down, you can look to the right. The only con that I will say on articulation is the cape. It looks beautiful and everything, but when you have a cape that is made out of this plastic rubber material, then it's heavy and it makes it a little bit more difficult for you to pose Batman. Okay, so that's the only thing. So that's why some collectors they like to replace the cape with more of a fabric. So, but overall, if you can get into that pose or if you need a little bit of help, that's why you get one of these display bases and they actually help you a lot. All right, and moving on to the paint. So overall, the paint, they did a really good job as far as the detail. It is basic paint. That's the one thing that I'm not too sure with McFarlane, because McFarlane's, when I remember the first early toys, did the detail on the paints were amazing. And that's one of the things that I've been noticing with McFarlane. I think they're going more for mass production than quality as far as the paint. So as far as the paint, that's the only thing, especially with the weapons. These are just, there's no color added on these. This is just the actual plastic color. So a little bit of a brush on this, a little bit of a metal color, or you can say a silver color on this. I think it'll make it look much, much better. The same with the other weapons. So as far as the paint, I'm gonna give it a B, not an A, okay? All right, and now moving on to the quality of this figure. The figure feels solid. They're using different types of plastic, but overall it's a very solid figure. So you got your soft rubber plastics like in the cape, the ears, which it makes sense because if not, you would have broken them already because they're so pointy and delicate. But since they got this softer rubber right here on the ears, then you don't have to worry about breaking them. You can still break them, but it's much harder when it's a softer rubbery plastic. So I like the use of the plastic. like on the shoulder pads, you can see they did the same thing. It's a softer plastic, and then the actual figure is a more solid plastic, but it feels very, very firm. As far as the articulations, I'm not gonna go over all the articulations, I forgot to mention that, but it's a fully articulated figure that you can do a lot of things with this figure. So as far as the quality on this figure, I have to say, hey, great job. All right, and moving to the last one, the price on this figure. When I bought this figure maybe a couple months ago, I bought it for $19.99, which I think is an excellent price for this figure. In fact, I would have paid $25 or even $30 for this figure because it's that really amazing. I really, really like this figure. Now, if you wanted to find this figure, you probably have to pay $30, $35, maybe $40 to get your hands on this figure. So I will say, if you haven't got your hands on one of these figures, make sure you do, because it's a really nice figure. So what is my verdict? I'm gonna go ahead and give this figure a B. Now, the reason why I didn't give it an A is because I'm a little bit disappointed with McFarlane with their paint job. I think with a little bit of a touch, like a wash on the bill, weathering a little bit on the suit, adding a little bit of a brush on the spikes on the gauntlets, I think that would have been really nice. Maybe on the weapons, especially on the weapons, I think that would have made so much of a difference. Adding a little bit of a brush on these accessories would have been great. So as far as the paint is too basic, I'm used to the old days McFarlane doing some amazing job with their paints, and I feel like on this one they just could have gone beyond, just with a little bit of an extra touch, and this figure would have looked amazing. So that's my verdict. Alright guys, we have reached the end of this video. I want to go ahead and remind you, if you would like to participate on this giveaway, don't forget the deadline is April 30th, and I'll be doing the giveaway on May the 3rd. So if you want to go ahead and participate, here are the 3 rules. Remember to subscribe, and don't forget to activate the notification bell. Number 2, make sure to comment and like on the original video. I'm gonna go ahead and leave a link on the description of that video, and also don't forget to follow me on Instagram. Now, if you want to increase the possibilities or your chances of winning this figure, make sure to like and comment on other videos, maybe like this video. Go ahead and like it, make sure you comment, and if you can, when in the comment, make sure you leave me your Instagram username, so that way it's much easier for me to find you. So other than that, guys, I want to go ahead and wish you good luck, and I will see you guys next week. Take care, guys. Bye.